Hey guys, and welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well and having a really good week. So I want to share some new paints that I'm going to put on sale soon, and also share a little bit of news. After this paint sale, I'm going to be taking a little bit of break from making watercolour paints to sell. So after this one, there won't be any more new watercolours going up on sale until probably middle of 2023. I kind of want to take a break and focus on some other projects. And as well, I also want to kind of refresh myself with paint making, give myself a break and build up some stock over the next year or so. And yeah, try and ease the pressure on myself a little bit when it comes to selling paints. So yeah, I'm going to be really sad that I'm not going to be selling paint anymore. I'm looking forward to having the break and being able to focus on other projects. But yeah, it's going to feel weird because paint making and selling paint has been such a big part of my life over the last couple of years. So yeah, it's closing a small chapter. But don't worry, I will be back, I promise. This is not the end for good. I will be back in 2023 with more paint for sale. So please do respect this break in this time is all I ask. Don't contact me looking for updates when paint's going to be on sale, etc. What colours they're going to be, because I'm taking a complete break, so I'm not going to be able to answer your question. But I also want to say a huge thank you to all those who are going to buy paint in this sale, and all those who've already bought paint and continue to support me and will continue to support me through the break. I really, really appreciate it. So thanks, guys. As well, just a quick note, in terms of paint making, I will still be doing my Patreon dark card rewards. So if you still did want a little bit of paint from me, you can sign up to my Patreon. I'll link it down below if you want to look at it. Just as a warning, the prices are going to be going up in April 2022, just because of inflation. Things like postage costs have gone up quite a bit over the last couple of years. Cost of materials such as pigments, paint binder materials, and the paper it goes on has gone up as well. I've kept it the same price for quite a little while, but I thought it was time now to kind of push it up a little bit because I'm struggling to afford to keep doing it. So that's sort of one of the reasons as well. I'm going to be nice and I'm going to honour anybody's price that signs up before April 2022. So if you sign up now, you'll be able to get it for the current prices. And anybody that signs up before April the 1st, 2022 will get it at current prices. But yeah, just to give you guys a bit of a warning. Right, so let's get into it because I'm rambling. I'm going to get into it and show you the colours that are going to be on sale. Okay, so let's get started. I'm not going to do this in any kind of order. I'm just going to kind of do it in one big hit, each one. We'll talk about each one and yeah, hopefully you'll find it interesting. Just going to give you guys a warning as well. Some of these colours are really limited. Some of them have been made with leftover paint from previous batches, or some of them have been pans that have been left from sets, for example, like a lone pan. So just a warning, these will probably go pretty quickly and they're going to be really limited stock. My patrons might have already snapped them up before they even hit the shop. So just as a warning. So first colour we have is Mode Green, or Rare Green Earth. This was a gift from another paint maker. I want to say her name was Maria. She very kindly sent me this and another pigment, which we'll talk about in a second. And it's actually a Green Earth PG23. It's a rare discontinued pigment from Crema. So there's a couple of pounds of this left from when I made a batch. So this will be on sale. This won't be on sale for my normal price. I'll put it a bit cheaper because it was a gift. I won't feel right making too much money on it. But yeah, that's Mode Green, it's going to be called. The next colour is a restock colour, and this is Aztec Blue. This was really popular when I first made it. I've only made it once before, and it's a phthalo, not phthalo blue, Prussian blue pigment, so PB27, and I've mixed it with some gold mica. So if I shimmy it, you should get a bit of gold coming through there. I don't know if there's very much gold on it, but in the pan, I swirled it in the pan, so there's blue and gold swirled into the pan. There'll be pictures already up on my website of this one, so you'll be able to check this one out. But yeah, that was really popular when that was done first time round. The next colour is a brand new colour, and this is Sunset Yellow. So this is a new one. This is PY83. It's a really nice custody yellow, as you can see. So this is a brand new one in the store. So this one will be available, and it's a really good yellow. Nice warm custard one. Next we have another new colour, and this one's a red. This one is Aztec Red PR144. So again, it's a good solid red colour, a good middle red. You can do plenty of mixing with this red, and it's really good. It's really strong, and I think it's got fair light fastness rating as well. so you know it's going to be a pretty solid colour. It's not going to go fading on you too quickly. So that's that one. I think there'll also be some 4 pounds of that available. The next colour is a restock, and that is Vergone Green. I really like green earth since I started making my handmade paints, because handmade versions tend to be so much better than the commercial versions. I find a lot of commercial brands are really disappointing, but handmade ones can be really varied and really nice, and they tend to be a bit stronger in tinting strength and a little bit easier to re-wet. So this is Vergone Green. I think this is a multi-mix colour from Crema. It comes ready mixed pigment. I can't remember the colour mix off the top of my head, if I'm being honest. It will be on the website already, so you can probably look at the pigments on there. Next up is a restock I've not done for a little while, and is now a discontinued pigment, and that is PO48 Cinquasia. So this colour is discontinued. Because I don't have too much of it left and it's discontinued, unfortunately there will be a small price increase on it, just because it's now a rare pigment. So that will be available this time around as well. And again, it's a really nice solid earth yellow, a earthy brown colour, nice orangey earth. You can use it as a replacement for burnt sienna, and yeah, that will be available too. I think there's some 4 pounds of that as well. So next up, to go with Aztec Blue, we have another new colour, which is Aztec Red. So this is made with PR264, and then same with the Aztec Blue, I swirled it in a pan with gold mica. So this one does, I seem to have got a bit more gold in this one, so it does shimmer a little bit more. If I just rock that back and forward, you can see like the flash of gold in there. Like I say, people really loved the Aztec Blue last time, so I'm hoping you're all going to like this one too. Next up we have some leftover paint ones, and this next colour is Stonehenge. This one was part of the Wiltshire set. If you don't know what that is, I'll link it up above the video to the Wiltshire set. But that was for this one. And I believe this is also a multi-pigment mix that I made using, I want to say it's Potter's Pink with a turquoise, a PB28. And I want to say it's PR233, I think, Potter's Pink is. So they were mixed together, and they've got this nice grey colour to symbolise Stonehenge. So next up, to go with Mode Green, we have Mode Blue, and this is another really odd blue that's now discontinued pigment from Crema that Maria sent me, and it's actually PB27. You wouldn't think it looking at it, but it is supposed to be a Prussian blue pigment, but it's definitely nowhere near as intense as Prussian blue, and strangely enough, it also granulates a little bit, which is odd because Prussian blue doesn't really granulate very much, or at all usually. So yeah. That one, again, it'll be pretty limited. I'm going to sell it at a lower price just because I don't really want to make too much money off of a gift. I just want to, make enough back to cover the time it's taken to make it. And next up is a restock and one of my favourite colours. I'm glad to have made it again, and that's Midnight Blue PB60. I really, really love this colour. I love getting down for in blue. This colour is actually on my studio palette, and it is my own handmade version. So I have quite a lot of handmade paints that I make, and I don't always get to use them, but this one is one that gets used quite a lot and is on my palette. So yeah, I really like this colour, and I know a lot of people like it too. Next up we have another restock. This is one of the original ones that I made when I first started paint making, and this is Sunflower Yellow. I think previously I called it Indian Yellow Hue or Indian Yellow. It's been known as Sunflower Yellow for quite a while now. And this is PY100. It's not the most light fast pigment out there, so I would recommend doing your light fast tests on this if that is a thing that bothers you. Again, it's a nice transparent warm custard yellow. So moving on, we have another kind of leftover paint one, and this is Melchium. So this is another real popular colour. Again, it's from the Melchium set. I had some leftover paint, so I made some up, and it's actually PB36 mixed with gold mica. Unlike the Aztec Blue and the Aztec Red, I've not swirled it in the pan together, it's all mixed, so it's a solid colour. Whereas the Aztec Blue and Red, you'll get varying shifts of gold depending on how much is in the swirl. That was another really popular one. Everybody really loved that one. Next up is another restock of a green earth, and this is Russian green earth. This one was voted for in a poll on Patreon that people wanted to bring back. It's a really nice colour. It was really gritty to mould, but it's a really nice blue-green colour. and a really good green earth as well. Whereas the Going Green was more of a warmer green earth. This is more of a cooler one. So you've got a bit of a choice there if you want something cooler rather than warmer. Or if you want something warmer, think about the Going Green. Again, it's PG23, this one. So standard green earth. Next up, we do have another one that was voted back in Patreon polls. This one's quite limited because I didn't have much of the pigment left. And this is transparent orange, PO59. I think there's 2 half pans available, and I've got 2 sample pans, which is basically half of a half pan. So yeah, that's made a restock in very limited numbers. And then the next one, I mean, this next one I think speaks for itself. I won't tell you what it is, but I'm pretty sure you'll know what it is. I don't think I could do a restock without this colour. I think most of my paint restocks include this one, and this is manganese blue PB33. So yeah, this will be the last chance for you to get PB33 for probably at least another year until I start making again next year in 2023. But yeah, it's always a popular one, and it always sells out pretty quickly. There are going to be some half pans and some full pans available of this one. Next up, we have one that was really forgotten about, and this is phthalo blue. So phthalo blue is made from PB, I think it's PB15, it says on the back, making sure it wasn't a colon colour. I made this once quite a long time ago. It wasn't in circulation very much. And yeah, there's a couple of pans of this left. I found in my storage container, so I'm going to probably popping that on sale. And that's a really good phthalo blue too. It's a really nice one. What colours have we got that I haven't already looked at? Have I done all those ones? Let's have a look. Losing track with them. Yeah, okay, so they're all done. Next up is lemonade. So this is one as well, one of the first colours I ever made and sold. There's only 1 half pan of this left. I found it sulking around my box. And yeah, thought I'd put it on sale, just stop it sitting there looking sad and lonely. And that is made with PY, I want to say it's 35. Yeah, PY 35 on the back. It's a really nice solid lemon yellow. Next up is another favourite one, and is another convenience colour. This one is dusk. So this one has been restocked. There's some half pans of it, and they'll be available too. This one's made with PB60 and PR254, so a red and a blue. This one can vary a little bit too because it's a pre-mix. It's a convenience mix, so I had to mix it up. And mulling it is really, really difficult. It takes a really long time. So there might be some slight coloured variances on this. If you've got like an older version, you might find this one might be a little blue or a bit more red leaning, depending on how well it's been mulled and how long I mulled it for. Then last up, we have some more sort of odd ones I just found in my caddy. So first one is Ultramarine Greenish. This is a greenish version of Ultramarine Blue, made with PB29. I think there's only 1 half pan of this too, but that will be on sale as well. And then next one is Ultramarine Turquoise. This is a convenience mix. This one was made exclusively for, I want to say, a Ultramarine set. It's made with PB29 and PG7. It's a really nice Ultramarine Turquoise. I think that people really like this one too. This one did really well, and lots of people were buzzing about it. So again, there's a couple of pans of that available. I have also 1 pan available of Royal Scarlet, which is PR209. This colour, again, I found some left over. It was enough for a half pan, so I made it up, and that will be available too. And then we have, kind of lastly, we have, of course, another one that doesn't really need much of an introduction, and this is Quinacrino Gold Genuine, made with PO49. So there'll be some of this available. Again, there'll be half pans and some full pans. This one too is really popular and sells out pretty quickly, even though it's pretty pricey. Again, it's a rare pigment that's really difficult to get a hold of, so there's not much of it. So that just sort of reflects on the price point really, because it's not a cheap pigment to get. It's only available from the States, so it's quite a lot of effort to get it here. But yeah, I will also have some more kind of odd colours hanging around that will also go up on sale. I don't have any swatch cards for. And I will say not all the odd ones I had, like, you know, Some of the ones I said were kind of leftovers might not have swatch cards with them because they were made so long ago that the swatch card has gone missing since, or it was just made with leftover paint, so I didn't make a swatch card for it. But yeah, they'll be available as well. So just be warned if you get a paint without a swatch card. I do apologise in advance because I just don't have it. And sometimes I don't realise I don't have it until I go and grab it for an order. But yeah, that will be available for sale. I have just realised, harping on about all these colours, that I've not actually mentioned a sale date yet. So we're going to be looking for Sunday, March 20th. These will be going on sale. So you've got a couple of weeks before that date, so you can prepare yourself for it. Make sure you sign up to my newsletter, because I'll also post on my newsletter when the paints actually go on sale. And as well, do keep an eye out on my Instagram page, because I'll also post when they're on sale on there too. And I'll also post pictures as well. If you want a closer look at some of the cards, I'll post pictures on there as well for what's going to be available. Patrons would have already seen this. This video will be going, not video, but the colours will be put up on my Patreon page in February. So they've already seen all this. They get the sneak peek. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you all are going to enjoy these last colours. And I want to thank you all again for all of your continued support, and anybody that's bought any colours. It is really appreciated. And if anybody does want to sign up to Patreon to continue to receive a couple bits of paint, they can do. I'll leave a link below. I'm also looking at, once I close my actual web store, probably around May time, that I'm going to end up offering the leftovers to patrons as well. So if there's anything left, I'll give them the opportunity to buy throughout the year, whereas I'll just close the store for everybody else. So yeah, if you're interested in paints, it might be worth signing up. But yeah, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you in the next video. Take care everybody, and bye bye.